your passion, like you love a child, you're going to love your child through anything, unconditionally. So
take the path less traveled by, or
why would you go for this? Like, I just gotta say, why not?
I think the biggest dream stealer, if you will allow it, is yourself, because you can either see your dream and be like, yeah, I really want to go for that, or you can see your dream and be like, well, maybe not. And so I think, like, it's all up to you. You can let other people influence how you want to look at the rest of your life, or you can really be true to what's in your own heart and or the one that you feel is the correct one for you. So it's really all up to you, and everything is a choice. So,
and I think it's important to be open to that some other people can influence your dream to be something else as well. It can be different. You can get inspired by somebody else, and then your dream can completely change. It's not stolen or anything. It's just influenced by someone else as well. You just have to be open.
That's why dance, I feel like, is my passion, because like it's so easy to get like sidetracked by like what's important to your own self. But like when I'm here, like just for me, having like this as my passion, I'm so in tune to like what I'm feeling, and then it just reminds me like this is what I want. This is what I'm working so hard for. So to listen to like other people tell me, oh, you can't do it, or like, why are you working so hard for something that's so hard to like get into? It's what I want, and like I will put into like everything I have into it, and the possibilities are endless and stop me. So
I feel like a dream is almost like a child, and so if you constantly like abandon a child because somebody else like stole your baby or whatever, then it's never gonna work. So you're gonna like, if it's your passion, like you love a child, you're gonna love your child through anything, unconditionally. So you don't want to like say that it's going to disappear, it's going to get stolen, or like people will tear down your kid. Would you fight for your kid? You know, it's not like you would just give up on your kid. And it's like you'll picture like every moment with your kid that you couldn't live without. And that's what makes it a big deal, because like I know for me, whenever I see my dream, I picture like moments I've had on stage where it was like, this is what I cherish, and this is what I couldn't live without. And I feel like that's exactly why whenever I see my dream, like that's going to be the thing I would fight for, because it'd be the same thing with my kid. If somebody took my kid down, I'd be like, I think of a moment that I had with my kid, their first steps or whatever you want to think of, and I think that's a moment, and you're not going to get to tear that down. So that's what goes through my mind of why I keep pushing for my dream.
Try and tear that down. Your exterior might be swayed, but honestly, like in my experience, like my dream in my deepest of hearts actually gets stronger. I feel like, because when people try and tear it down, like my mind can get confused, but my heart always like is even more fortified as to why and how important it is.
I think that there's always going to be people in life that will try and tear your dreams down, but we are taught from so young from our teachers that no dream is ever too big, and whatever our dream is, whether it's dance or whatever in life, we can always accomplish it as long as we believe.
And I feel like if somebody does try to tear it down, I almost ask myself the question, like, if they say, why would you go for this? Like, I just gotta say, why not? Because everything's a choice in life, to where you can choose everything, but you have to take the risk in order to really like fulfill and achieve everything that you want in life. And so I don't want to have somebody tear it down, because I don't want to give it up and look back 10 years later and be like, why did I give this up? Because I don't want to have that regret on my shoulders for the rest of my life, saying, I don't know why I gave this up, and because I don't know what I would do without it.
I mean, I think it's easier said than done too, because you spend so much time building something up to get it knocked down so many times. Like, sometimes you just get to a point where
don't feel like building it up, or you just don't. There's just days, like everyone has those, I'm sure everyone has had them, but I don't know, it is really confusing. I'm sure like why all of us come back all the time, because sometimes it just gets so rough that you don't want to, and I don't know, I think that's what an artist is, like none of us really know exactly the reason that we love what we do. It's just we know that we can't stop, and it just makes us happy, so like we can't just like let it go.
There is no backup plan. So if I didn't have all my goals and aspirations and my family, then what would there be that would be worth it? So if there is no backup plan, my only choice is to keep going, and that's all there is.